Hello, hello. May peace and blessings be with you. I hope that you are doing well, my friends. If this is your first time catching one of my tech trainings, I am Timmy Mirza. I love learning new tech. And whenever I learn new things, I have to turn around and share that with you. So that's why I'm here today. We are going to talk about Trello some more. We have been talking about Trello for the last few weeks. Trello is a fantastic platform for keeping your life and business organized. If you're not yet leveraging the power of Trello, you are missing out, my friends. So in today's training, I am going to help you take a look at how you can simplify your course launches. If you are in the process of launching a course or building a course, how you can stay organized with Trello, using Trello for that as well. Once you start to have a team or other people who are helping you, it is absolutely necessary to have a system and a process that you all follow. That way you are being efficient and you're not wasting a lot of time and effort to try to figure out where did we last leave this conversation and where did I park that course idea or what was the description I came up with and all of that, right? So I pretty much have a process that I follow for every single thing that I build now because I've done it over and over again. I have literally built, I want to say like over 100 courses, more than 100 courses at this point. So I have a very good handle on what it takes to build a course, to launch a course and all of that good stuff. Okay, so what you're looking at is it's basically one of my course launch boards. I didn't have this color in the background. I just added that because the headers that I'm going to give you as a template, they are in similar colors as these, not quite, but similar. So I was like, all right, let's just try to match the background. If this looks too busy for you, you can change the background. So you can click on the three dots in the top right corner and you can change background by clicking on here. You can select any photo or you can pick a color. Under colors, they have lots of choices. If you want to pick a lighter color, you totally can. If you want to pick a photo, there are lots in here that are available. But if you don't like them and you want to upload your own, you totally can. Okay, so there is a Trello board. The 4 lanes I recommend for the course launch is brainstorming ideas, pre-launch prep, launch, and post-launch. As you can see, that launch is empty right now because I haven't populated these tasks over here yet. I'm going to do it together so that you can see how to add, how easy it is to just add your own cards to it. Okay, so once you're first setting it up and you need to add your own lanes, if you're building it from scratch and you don't grab my template, you can easily just click on add another list and you can create a list over here. So I'm just going to make it a test list just so that you can see. Just like that, test list is added and then you can add cards to it. I am not going to need this, so I'm just going to archive this list. Okay. So just so you know how to do this, but if you grab my template, then it's a whole lot easier. It's already done for you. It's going to save you lots of time. So, you know, of course, that would be my recommendation. Once you get my board, what you have to do is you're going to click on the link. It's going to bring you to the Trello board and it's going to say it's view only or yeah, something like that. It's going to say. So you'll have to click on the 3 buttons here again, and you'll have to click on copy board and you'll be able to copy my board and you'll get the link of that. And then once you copy the board, it's going to place a copy of that in your own Trello account, just like Canva does, just like Google Sheets does or Google Docs does, same type of concept. And from there, everything on the board is editable by you. So you can change anything if you don't like the background color, if you want to add additional tasks, if you want to update the checklist, whatever you want to do, it's yours. You can modify it and tweak it to meet your needs. Okay, so I showed you how to copy the board. I showed you how to change the background of the board. Let's go ahead and add the little header images over here because I think that makes it look pretty nice. So we'll do that. Okay, so here's my Canva file. I'm just going to use the same one that we previously had. I just changed the labels on here. I will include this as part of the board. If you don't have one, I'll include this and I'll include maybe 1 or 2 other designs for you also, just in case if you're not into this fall color theme and you want to try something different, I'll give you a few different templates for this also. We'll make it even easier for you. How about that? Okay, so I'm going to click on download over here. I'm just going to download this. I just make the size a little bit bigger because I like the images at a slightly higher resolution. And if I download all pages, it's going to basically download it as a zipped file. on my computer, and then I will have to open it. Or I can download each individual one. And in that case, it'll basically create one file at a time. Let's just do all 4 at the same time. I'm fine with that. Okay, once this is done, it's going to download the file looking like this, which is a zipped file. It has a little folder and a zip symbol next to it. When I double click on it, it's going to have all 4 files in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just highlight all of them, and I'm copying it by pressing Control and C on my keyboard, or you can also just do right click and copy. And I'm going to go back to this folder, and I'm going to create a new folder. And I'm going to say, you can create a new folder, or you can just simply paste it here. That's fine. It's going to then have 1, 2, 3, 4. Basically, you'll have those files right here, because you can't browse to a zipped folder. I'm pretty sure you can browse to a zip folder still. You have to basically have it unzipped and access to the files to be able to upload. So let's try this now that we have them. Okay, so I'm going to add a card, and we're going to call this card. We're actually not going to call this card anything. I'm just going to put a dot in here just so that it's a blank card, basically. So to this card, we're going to add a cover. So there's a little trick to it. Okay, so upload cover image. When I click on that, I am uploading my cover image. It's going to be the first one. And there you go. I'm so glad we did this together, because there literally is this trick to it so that you can show this card at the top. See? Doesn't that look pretty? That looks pretty. So the reason I just added a little dot here is because you have to give it some description for the card. Otherwise, it won't let you create it. So a dot is like, you can't see it. So it looks beautiful. Okay. So you get the picture, right? You'll basically add the other 3 also, and then you'll have beautiful column headers. Now I really want to change the background of this too, because the colors don't really go together, but I'll let you handle that. I'll let that be, because I want to make sure that I'm keeping this training short and to the point. You can play with it, have fun with it, and make all the changes and adjustments that you want. Okay. So in terms of the cards themselves, right? Like I have some in here. We of course have more that I will be making sure that all of those are included in the template. If you want to grab a copy of that, they will have all of my tasks loaded in. This is just an example of, what this may look like for you. Okay, so under course name and ideas, you basically can use this card for jotting down all of the different course names or ideas that you're brainstorming about and stuff like that. You can also leverage ChatGPT to kind of come up with the best name and stuff like that. But this is your space to basically just brainstorm about this. If you want to assign this task to someone else, you can also click on the card and you can add member, and you can search for somebody else and add them here, as long as this board is shared with them. So if you try to add somebody where the board is not shared with them, let's try to do that. Yeah, so it's not going to find that person, right? So to be able to share or add people to your Trello board or tasks, you have to click on share, and you can type in their email that they use for their Trello account. You can ask them, and they can join your board and collaborate with you or take actions with you. Please note, at this time of this training, it's limited to 10 collaborators on the free account and up to 10 boards on the free account also. Trello may change that at some point down the road, but while we're playing with it, that's the limit at the moment. Okay, so that's that. Then you have module outline, brainstorm, bonus ideas, and all of that good stuff, right? If you want to add a new card or something to any of these, you can basically click on the plus sign, right? Add a card, and you can start typing. So launch week is, we're gonna schedule social media posts. I'm actually gonna do something else. We're also gonna do test funnel access, right? So we'll test course funnel access, and then we'll make sure we're scheduling social media posts, because we're gonna include that in there. You can also do live stream to tell people to share your new course link. We can also do guest appearances, right? I highly recommend these on other people's platforms to talk about what you're passionate about and talk about your new things that you have coming up that you want to promote, stuff like that, right? Okay, so things like that. I have a whole list. I'm not going to do all of them, but basically You just go through and you just populate all of your tasks. So one other thing I wanted to show you was in here in something. Okay, so under course setup, I added a checklist, right? So in some instances, the course setup itself could have lots and lots of steps, right? So we have a pretty extensive course setup checklist. We use OneTech, which is powered by Go High Level. So if you're on that platform and you need a checklist of your course getting set up, I'm going to include that in here. That is a checklist I only share with my Dream, Believe, Launch Mastermind members. But if you are purchasing this template from me, I will include that for you because I bet you that that's going to save you a lot of time and headache and money too, of course. Okay, so that will have that. If you want to create your own checklist, right? For example, you've added a task and you're like, okay, it has like 4 steps and I want to have, or maybe more than 4 steps and I want to have a checklist for it. All you have to do is just click on checklist here and you will give it a name and you can start to create your own checklist. So I'm going to say test checklist. Apparently I've created test checklist before. Okay, so right here, we're going to say instructor headshot, right? So that's one of the things we want to make sure we have that instructor bio. Then we will say course short description, course graphic. Then we'll have category, graphic, or thumbnail, whatever you call it, right? And then lesson thumbnails, etc. Okay, so there's lots and lots that goes into building that course, right? Making sure everything is set up, you have all of the things in the right place, it's all customized and beautiful to your brand and your business and all of that good stuff, right? So we'll do all of that. So in the final template that I have for Trello, that will be included for you. Okay, so that's how you include a checklist. Let's see, what else did I want to show? Okay, so as we are making progress on these tasks, right, we want to make sure that we are marking some things complete and stuff like that. How do we do that? So you can go in here and you can create some labels. That is what I recommend for this one. So you can create a label. You can say not started. I would keep it very simple. I would keep it probably like 3 or 4 colors and that's it. I would say not started would be 1. And then did I hit create a label? I hope I did. No, I didn't. Okay, create new label. I have to hit the create button at the bottom of the screen. Not very intuitive. Okay, got it. So not started. The other one is in progress. Create a new label. In progress, I'm going to make probably this yellow color. Lighter yellow is good. Create. And then I'm going to say done. I like done. Some people like complete. Whatever is good for you, please go with that. That green color or this green color. I kind of like this one. Minty green. Okay, we'll create that. And then I like doing one more. I used to do this all the time, long time ago too, when I was collaborating with teams and corporate as well. I want to have label for stuck. Like if somebody's stuck, if I'm stuck or somebody else is stuck, I want to know, right? Like I want them to mark that for me. So I'm going to give it this like deep red color. Okay, so basically I've created all 4 labels for this task at the moment. None of these are applicable, so I'll uncheck those and we'll just mark it as not started, right? So whoever begins to work on it, they can mark the status or update the status every day. Eventually the goal is that everything is green, right? Everything is marked green. You can click on here and you can click on done. When you are done, you will take off the not started and add the done one. And that would be it, right? So eventually the goal is that all tasks will be marked as done. So if so far what you have seen, you're just like, okay, this will help me a lot and I got this, or if I have the checklist, I can get it done. Please grab the checklist, get it done. But if you think that you need extra help, you need really like a lot of accountability and you really want somebody to walk through the process with you of building the course and all of that, I have a fantastic program for this. It's called my Course Accelerator, which is Dream, Believe, Launch. And we're literally following this very similar process, what I just showed you on Trello, but we're basically going over every single thing with you. So you're not doing it alone. We are kicking off on September 1st. What day is it today? Today's August 25th. Yeah. So September 1st is when we're starting this. It's a 4-week program. And in that, in week 1, we're going to cover nail your course idea and messaging. In week 2, you're going to build and design your course. You're going to create your own workbook. In week 3, you're going to launch your sales funnel. You're going to build your sales funnel and all of that. And then you're going to launch that. In week 4, you're going to automate and promote with confidence. We're going to help you with social media content and stuff like that for promoting your course. And so basically all of this will be done in 4 weeks. We're going to give you templates for everything. So you're not building anything from scratch. You're going to have a funnel template. You're going to have a course template. You're going to have all of the graphics that you need, templates for that, basically everything, and my brains and my team to help you with it as well. Okay. What is so special and different about this program? Every week, we're going to meet 3 times. I am not messing around. I'm not kidding, because when I say we're going to get this implemented, we're going to get this implemented. So this is how it's going to go. On Mondays, we're going to meet. It's called a mastermind session. That's when you're going to learn about the topic for the week and you're going to make some decisions. I think that's the hard part. You're going to come to these calls and you're going to make some decisions, because sometimes that is the thing that keeps people stuck. They have multiple choices and they're like, I don't know which one to pick. And they're afraid of picking the right one or the wrong one, right? Afraid of picking the right one or afraid of picking the wrong one? Afraid of picking the wrong one. Sometimes I'm actually afraid of picking the right one, which is insane. But together, you're going to be able to get that done, right? So every week, you're going to make some decisions. You're going to move forward. You're going to build your assets, build your content, build your funnel, build your automations, build your course, the whole shebang. Okay. So in the tech training session, which is going to be on Thursdays, we are going to learn the tech, all of the things that you need step by step. So let's say in week 2, I'm going to show you exactly how to set up your own course on one tech. I'm going to show you how to take our workbook template and make it your own in Canva. So you're basically getting 2 different crash courses on 2 different topics in one session, but you're going to have replays for lifetime of this. So you can always go back and watch it and slow it down and all of that as well. But you have the ability to ask me questions at these sessions. They're live. It's not pre-recorded. I'm basically covering everything live because I really want you to see how simple it can be to, put all of the pieces together once you have different templates and a process in place. You just plug your stuff in and you're good to go. Okay, so in session 2, that's what you're going to do every week. And in session 3 every week, that is implementation session, friends. Nobody else offers this. We're really the only ones that are doing this. It's a 2-hour session where I will be there and my team will be there, and you will be placed in breakout rooms for different things, and you will be able to make progress on that task for the week for yourself. Because so many times we attend courses, we attend programs, even the ones that are live, where you learn what to do and how to do it, but you don't have the time to sit down to actually do it. So this program, how that's so different is that because it's only 4 weeks, you're making progress, you're in the driver's seat, you're building it, and we're there available to help you and make sure it all gets done, right? So there's no reason not to have this done or not to have this completed by the end of 4 weeks. So please join this program if this is something you're interested in. The link for this is dreambelievelaunch.com/course accelerator. I'll show it on screen as well, so it's easier for you to grab. Okay, there we go. dreambelievelaunch.com/course accelerator. So that's a fantastic program. Please join if you feel that this will help you get launched. I've helped many people build courses, launch courses. I myself have built many courses and launched many courses. So we have the process down. I want you to really get the help and leverage our resources to get this done for yourself as well. Okay, going back to this. Okay, so for the different tasks, I want you to also use the dates, right? To assign due dates for yourself and your team and stuff like that. I know I touched upon this previously, but when you are launching a course, there are certain deadlines you want to meet. You want to make sure, you have your funnel ready by a certain point so that you can open cart to start enrolling people. Then you want to make sure that, the course content is loaded in by a certain day and all of that good stuff on the plan. So I didn't really talk about dates on this checklist because I'm keeping it very flexible so that it could work for anybody who wants to launch a course in a weekend, as well as anybody who wants to launch it in 4 weeks or 12 weeks or whatever, right? So I'm not including any dates or anything like that, but I am showing you how you can utilize the due date feature in here to be able to assign dates and things like that. So for example, if I say this task needs to be done by tomorrow, let's say at 11 a.m., and it says, when do you want to be sent a reminder? I'm going to say maybe 2 hours before, and I'm going to hit save. So see how it has marked it as due soon. So it's 11 o'clock tomorrow, And it's going to also ping me or send me a reminder 2 hours before this as well. So that's how you would do that. And it also shows up on the little card itself here as well. Okay. Let me know if you have any questions about this. There was one other thing I think I want to cover. So we have covered how to add members. We have covered how to add checklists. We have covered how to add labels for done, in progress, not started, all of that good stuff. We have also covered dates. I feel like I've covered everything in this except for one other thing. So if you create a card, this is not something I've covered previously in any of the Trello training. So please listen carefully to this because this is something that does trip people up sometimes. Okay. So if you created a card and it was like done accidentally, let's say I create this test card and I want to delete this card, right? I can hover my mouse over this card. If I click on this little pencil icon, it's not hover, you have to click on the little pencil on here. And you don't get the option to delete the card. You just only get the option to archive the card. When you click on archive the card, it literally just archives it. It doesn't delete it. It's like on the back end. Yes, you can retrieve it back if you need to, but it's not gone forever. So sometimes you literally want to archive cards that you don't want to see anymore, but you want to keep the history of that. But in some cases, you really want to delete the card. So sometimes it annoys me if I want to delete a card, why am I not able to do it? There is a trick to it, friends. There's always a trick, right? So I'm going to say test 2. So this one I'm adding, I'm going to click. You actually have to click on the card to open the card and click on the 3 dots in the top right corner. When you're here and you click on archive, guess what? It gives you the option. It says, do you want to delete this? So if you delete this, it's actually going to delete the card. It's going to permanently remove it. It's not archiving it at this point. It's deleting it. So now you have seen both options, how to archive a card versus delete a card. If you want to retrieve an archive card, let's see, right here, you go under archived items and it'll show you all the different cards and things like that. You can click on the one, and if you want to restore it, you can just click on that and it'll restore it. I mean, what I've done by clicking on that was marking it as complete, but you can click on restore and it'll restore it. There you go, it's back. But the other one that I deleted is permanently deleted. So that's a little hack for you. Okay, so I hope that today's training was helpful. I am going to come back on screen. I'm going to share my link one more time. If you are interested in joining my Course Accelerator, which starts on September 1st, please grab this link, dreambelievelaunch.com/Course Accelerator. It is going to be a fantastic program. You are going to get your course built, your sales funnel built, and your course launched, all the automations done, even your social media promo content done for that. Within 4 weeks, the program includes 3 sessions with us every week. So there is no reason not to get it done, right? So if you are ready, I am ready, and we will do that together. So I hope to see you there on September 1st. Okay. And friends, if you have enjoyed today's training, please help me share this with other people. You can invite them to Wealthy Startups, or you can also connect them to me on social media. I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, I'm on LinkedIn, I'm on YouTube. Anywhere that you like, you can send them to my content. I would love to have more people in my community and more people that we can help and serve, and we become tech smart together. Okay, I will be back with a new tech tutorial next week. I'm going to change some things for next week, or going forward, actually in September. I'm going to be live streaming to our Facebook page as well going forward. So I really hope to see you there next week. May peace and blessings be with you. Have a super awesome, super fantastic, super productive week ahead. Bye.